Hello, Mr. EMG followers. Today's experiment is a glute med test comparing the glute med outputs on a variety of activities for myself, Abby and Ricky. We're starting here with a standing glute med isometric contraction, and we can see in the red Abby's output is very good at 112.2 microvolts. We'll come to me next, and you can see my output compared to Abby is very light on it. This position's not good for me. My output's 23.1 microvolts. We'll come through to Ricky's squeeze, and he is giving his all there, as you can see in the image, and his output is 88.6 microvolts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and set up as the maximal, comparing this activity from the glute med squeezes isometrically to other activities. And the message I want to get across here is not all glute med exercises have the same impact on each person. The shape of our hip joints, our hip joint cam morphology really impacts how we recruit our muscles during different activities. So here we come to standing hip abduction. Abby first. We'll zoom in the selection tool and see she's generating 50.6% of her maximal squeeze. We come to me, standing hip abduction. There I am, trying hard, and you can see for me I'm generating 180% of my maximal squeeze. So this is a much better activity for generating glute med stimulation for me than an isometric standing squeeze was. That movement really clearly didn't suit me. We come through to the Rickster, giving it his all. He's got some good output there. He's got 97.7% of his maximal standing squeeze, so that's pretty similar. We then come to lying hip abduction, and we measure Abby first. This is really low for Abby, it's 42.5, so this movement for her glute med is not very effective for her at all. Come through to me, and here I am giving it my all, and it's 189.6%. So again, lying hip abduction is far more effective than just an isometric squeeze for me. We come through to Ricky, doing his best there, and he's at 78.2% compared to his standing maximal squeeze. All right, another test on the bike erg. Abby's glute meds go through the roof when she's cycling hard for 10 seconds on the bike erg. She's at 79.5% of her maximal squeeze. So for Abby, riding a bike erg hard for short periods of times, like Tabata, is great for her glute meds, and just simply standing and squeezing her bottom as hard as she can is really good for her. Here's Ricky and I going head to head, the young versus the old, and we'll drag the selection tool over here. Okay, for me, I'm at 174% of my maximal contraction, so riding a bike erg trying really hard is actually really good for my glute meds, and Ricky's at 115% of his maximal isometric squeeze. So that shows you just how hard the glute meds can work for the three of us when we are trying hard sprinting on a bike erg. So what this data shows is that not all exercises suit everyone as human beings. The exercises that suit our muscles are as different as our fingerprints. I hope you found this insightful. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you next time.